Am I the asshole for refusing to cover my coworker's shift after she called me lazy for not having kids?
Oh, nah, you can do whatever you want. You don't owe that bitch anything.
You have the audacity to ask me to cover your shift, you lazy bitch? You got me fucked up. Hell nah.
All right, so I'm assuming you guys are going no with that response. And let's hop into it. I, 28 female, work full-time in retail, and as anyone who's worked retail knows, it can be pretty exhausting. I've got a busy life outside of work, trying to balance my hobbies, take care of my apartment, seeing friends, and just taking care of myself. You know, normal adult stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't have kids, but that doesn't mean I'm lounging around with endless time either. One of my coworkers, and Sienna and I have this conversation all the time where it's like, I have no idea how people with kids do it because I'm just like, I don't feel like I have free time now.
Yeah. I say that on the show all the time. Like, holy shit.
It's insane. One of my coworkers, Sarah, 32 female, has 2 young kids. She's always asking people to cover her shift, which I understand because being a mom is hard and things come up. Over the past year, I've covered for her quite a few times when she's had to leave early or couldn't make it in because of some kid emergency. I did it out of the kindness because I get that life can be unpredictable, and I wanted to help her out. But I've started to notice that I'm the only one she asks to help cover her shifts. It's like she expects me to do it because I don't have the same responsibilities as her. Last week, she asked me again to cover for her because her kids had a school event. Normally, I try to help out, but I already had plans to spend the day with my sister, who I hadn't seen in a while. I told Sarah I couldn't this time, and she just sighed and said, "Must be nice to have all that free time. You don't have kids, so it's not like you're busy with anything important."
Bitch.
I was pretty taken aback. I told her, just because I don't have kids doesn't mean I don't have a life. My time is important too. She kind of rolled her eyes and walked away, but I could tell she wasn't happy with me. Now, she's been telling our other coworkers that I'm selfish and don't understand how hard it is to be a mom.
You made that choice, Sarah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, fortunately, if you wanted to have kids, but you have to take that responsibility.
Yeah. A couple of them have started acting a bit distant towards me, and I overheard one of them saying something like, "She has it easy. No wonder she doesn't get it." I didn't realize not having kids made me less deserving of respect at work. What really gets me is that I've always tried to help her when I can. But just because I don't have kids doesn't mean my life suddenly is stress-free or that I can drop everything at a moment's notice. I feel like Sarah doesn't respect my time at all, and that really bothers me. I ended up mentioning it to my manager, hoping for a little understanding, but they just said it's a personal conflict and didn't want to get involved. So now I'm stuck feeling like the bad guy because I said no for once.
You have terrible managers.
I was going to say, isn't it their fucking job to find
that is their
and
responsibility? Hello, you're called a manager for a reason. Manage the damn shift or hire more people, you dumbasses, you fucking greedy corporate bastards. Always think about your profits and not hire the right people so everyone can have some time off. My God.
Love it. Love it. I honestly don't think it's fair to expect me to cover her shifts all the time just because I don't have children. I have responsibilities too, and I deserve to have a life outside of work. But some of my other coworkers seem to think I should be helping out more because Sarah's a mom and I'm not. So am I the asshole for standing my ground and refusing to cover her shifts after she basically called me lazy?
Fuck no. Bro, it's crazy how all your coworkers are like, "That's so fucked up. I can't believe she said no this one time." When they've been saying no the entire fucking time. They haven't covered one goddamn shift for this person. So where are they fucking being self-righteous about? What the fuck?
That's why they don't want to get asked now. Yeah. Seem like the bad guy.
I would just play it up. I would just be the bad guy. Personally, I would say no to everybody. I'd be like, "Oh, yeah, I am a bad guy. You know what I'm going to do with my time off? Whatever the fuck I want to do because I don't have fucking kids." You know what I'm saying? Like, I would just ham it the fuck up. And then if they all hate me, then fuck it.
No, I agree with that. And I'm the weird nerd that reads articles on LinkedIn instead of social media.
Boo.
I know.
You're still on LinkedIn, John?
I mean, sometimes I get the itch, all right? But I've seen an article. Well, actually it's more of a post. People saying like, stop calling workplaces as families Start calling it more as communities. And I agree with that sentiment, just because, you know how they always say like, oh, we're a family here. We do things for family. We're not fucking family, bitch. We're not related. I don't even treat my family like that. Like if they are selfish to me, guess what, bitch? I'm going to be selfish back to you. And Sarah messed up the one person that was being courteous towards their situation and took on more shifts than, like what Sean said, most of the coworkers have ever taken for them. I think Sarah ended up burning that bridge. No one's probably going to cover your shift any longer. And I've said it too, like, I sympathize for people who have children. I get it. It's also a lot of work to have them. There's a lot of moving pieces that you got to do, but you can't stick that responsibility with other people because you chose to have children.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, just like what OP was saying, they have a life of their own. They want to be able to do things. And partly that's a whole reason for me. Like, I don't want to have children right now or in the foreseeable future because I'm still selfish with my time. And a lot of times I wake up, I'm like, I don't even have the energy to take care of myself. What more of like trying to take care of a living, breathing creature spawn of myself, right? Like I wouldn't want that. It'd be incredibly selfish for me to stick it on someone else, like in terms of like responsibility. So I get OP. Like Sean, I would also play the villain for the rest of the time I'm there. I ain't helping you for shit, Sarah.
Yeah, 100%. And like she's been helping, like OP's been helping Sarah out this whole time anyway. Like, why this one time she says no to you and you turn into a fucking asshole and are just like, I guess your time's more important than mine. Do you think that's gonna
coworkers?
Yeah. Do you think that's going to convince her to take your shift, or does that just, cement OP and being like, okay, well, I'm never going to take your fucking shift then. You know what I mean? Like, fuck you. Shitty people in a toxic work environment. Your manager sucks for not stepping in and intervening or helping with the shifts or anything like that, which is their fucking job. I literally don't know what else they would be doing if it's not that. So crazy.
Also, I never understood that about retail. Like, why is the employee responsible for covering shifts when that should be a manager?
Yeah.
You getting paid as a manager. Why don't you manage?
I will say, like, they usually are short staffed. So I get like, I don't know.
Pay him and treat him like shit. That's why.
Yeah, well, 100%. Yeah. But that's usually not on the manager. It's usually like upper management that is saying, hey, you can only hire this many people at this amount of money. And
corporate greed.
Yeah. So either way, shitty of them not to step in and even help in this situation. But Reddit agreed, not the asshole.